guys? It's your boy KP back again with another video. And you know what we need to do? Conversation last night, part 2. You feel me? I'm finna be doing this student thing. Well, I already said it before in my other video. It was gonna be conversations at night, part 3. So basically, I just want to talk about something real quick. And we all have an addiction, at least something. It could be a good addiction, but not all good. Addiction's not even good at all, but we all addicted, probably to the hub, to simping or on Instagram all day. But just on things that are just wasting our time, And I just want to come to y'all and just say that keep pushing and keep fighting, because you will overcome it. You just have to believe in yourself that you will overcome it. You gotta have faith in your Savior, you feel me? To guide you out of that. And you just have to open your eyes and realize who's there for you and who's not. And you also have to realize that at the end of the day, especially as a young man, or a young woman, you only have yourself. But especially, I want to talk about a young man out there. You gotta get on your own. Yes, there's gonna be help along the way. Yes, there's gonna be people that's gonna be there and that's gonna care for you. But if you don't wake up and get up and work and strive and grind and put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, you can forget about it. And the simple fact and the reason why I say that is because as a man, it seems like nowadays, especially where everything's moving, they don't want us to be a masculine man or just a man in general, It's a lot of people that's growing up without father figures. And I just have mother figures. And I ain't hating, I'm just saying. But anyways, it's like, especially as we grow up in this generation and see how the generation act, and to see all the bad and nasty things that they do, and dirty too, it's just like, in order for it to change and make it better, you gotta change yourself. You gotta separate yourself from this world. You gotta separate yourself from the media. You gotta separate yourself from all things that's other generation that corrupts them, that corrupts the people that lives in this generation, you feel me? And once you do that, you'll understand, you realize a lot of things about yourself, about the world, about the people you're friends with, and just the people you talk to, or how they have an effect on you. And not only just that, you'll see who's really there for you, who's really not. I know sometimes it can be hard to see that. I know sometimes we can be blind by the outside world and the things that it shows us, even though sometimes it be something else that they're really showing. It's just behind the cover. But basically what I'm trying to say is that make sure you have your eyes, open your eyes to see new things and to explore and to understand why some things are the way they are. Why are things changing? Like for instance, like for some people moving, you try to understand like why you're like moving out of state or going somewhere, Try to understand why like you probably had a bad grade in class. If you just try to understand, maybe when you understand, maybe you can change your life for the better. And the reason why I'm saying for the better, because then you'll understand, you'll realize what made you get that bad grade, and you'll understand why. But you'll also come to realizations that not everything is in your court. You don't always have the ball in your court to shoot, Sometimes somebody else has the ball. And in life, we're not always in control. And not a lot of people know that, but we're not. Especially as we're young, we'll grow up to be young adults. Adults. I think that's how you say it. We grow up to be young adults, and we grow up to live to see the world for what it is, Some people already know how the world is, some people don't. But for the ones that do, I just hope that you'll open other people's eyes to see that for what it is. And for the people that don't, hold up, I gotta go blow my nose. Snap. Gotta blow my nose real quick. Anyways, like I was saying, well, don't mind me, I'm shit like a dog, you feel me? But anyways, freaking, sometimes we don't have the ball in our court. Sometimes we don't have the decisions to make. Sometimes we don't have decisions in our hands to make. Sometimes decisions are made for us. And when people do make those decisions for you, I just want to tell you this, bro. Don't let it get to you. And the reason why I don't let it get to you, because once you let it get to you, whoever made that decision might be there to break you or make you. You feel me? Somebody made that decision, it can make you to be a better person. You might grow, you might learn. You might learn lots of other things, plenty of other things. And you might understand a lot of few things, you know, that you couldn't understand around the environment that you were in when you moved. But if you let that decision get to you, you'll probably still be in the same place, ignorant, hard-headed, you know? Stubborn. You won't learn anything. You won't grow. You won't open your eyes to see the truth for what it is, for what it's been given, what has been placed in our hands, or placed in your face to see, you know? And that's why, as a person, bro, we gotta keep changing. We gotta keep growing. We gotta keep evolving and learning and growing and working on ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, under Jesus Christ. You feel me? But not a lot of people mess with that. And I get that and I understand that. You know, all of us have been raised with different religions and different other things. We've all been taught different life lessons, you know? We've all been taught different life lessons, and as a human being, it's kind of hard to. I remember me, when I was on my path, beginning of it was kind of hard for me to accept it. Because when you know something, you know it's true, and people are hard-headed, they don't want to open their eyes to see or understand what you're saying. It's like, it makes it kind of hard for you. It's like, because you know you're right, but then people are saying, no, you're wrong, you know? And I could be wrong, you know? Or I could be right. But at the end of the day, I know what's right in my heart, my mind, and my soul. And you know what's right in your heart and your mind and soul. You know what makes sense in your mind. I know what makes sense in my mind. But even though that I might think it's right, you might think it's wrong, doesn't mean that we shouldn't. That doesn't mean that we should be. How can I put it? That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't be like associated with each other. That doesn't mean that. But you can only see my freaking teeth. That's crazy. But that doesn't mean, bro. That does not mean that we can't be friends, you know, or we can't be associates, or we can't learn something from each other, you know. But I gotta do this, bro. That's just so crazy. That's so crazy, bro. I have to put myself in the light, bro. Bro, I can't wait till I get a better camera, bro. Some real stuff. But anyways, bro, it's like, that doesn't mean that we have to be hard-headed. That doesn't mean we have to be enemies, you know? Oh, my. Doesn't mean we have to be enemies, you know? And I want to end off with something real quick. I'm struggling with a lot of things. And so as you. But don't let those struggles define you. Because once they define you, your struggles are already beating you and defeated you. And stopping you from becoming the person that you want to be. Or the person that you need to be later on growing up, you know? That you want to be. So, for all you know it, I'm AKP. I'm dark skinned. You can barely see me. The only thing you really see is my teeth and my eyes, which is very crazy, you know, which is very crazy. But I just want to let y'all know I appreciate it. I'm thankful for another day to come on this camera on my phone to record and edit and post it on YouTube for you guys. This is gonna be Conversations at Night Part 3. I know I said Part 2 earlier, but don't even pay no mind. So just know our life is based on the choices that we make, and the regrets are based on the risks that we don't take. AKP out.